order of the day. Anyway, all right, so you can see on the 4-hour chart this morning, we have done this zigzaggy pattern, and we are sitting at the top of the zigzag. So it would look like it's maybe the next big move might be to drop. However, the MACD does not really bear that out. It's looking like it's tipping up. I know it's a really tiny place on the screen, but you kind of see that that's what's happening. It is above the average line, so dropping is not totally out of the question. There's just a lot of uncertainty. I wasn't really sure where it was going long term. However, short term, you can kind of see we're sitting at a support level here. And it looks like perhaps it's working on turning up. It's not quite there yet. You can see the MACD here is coming close, but it's not quite there yet. All right, we're seeing it tip up. It's holding at that support. I went ahead and placed a long order here and put in my stop and my limit because I wasn't really sure where it was going and I really didn't want to suffer a big loss. Then I adjusted it a little bit further. So I was like, yeah, I think perhaps it's possible. I set this stop here at the lowest point for the little dip down over here. So it's one tick below that low, and then the limit order is set at the SMAs here. And the other thing to note is that the SMA, the blue SMA, is tipping down here and here, though it is going up on the 15-minute chart. So again, we've got some mixed signals here. Even though it's kind of, I've always said it's like a downtrend with the SMA here, I am in a long, which is counter trend. So we are seeing some positive signs of it turning up here and here. So that it did drop down a bit further. And it kind of hit a support level and seems to be going up. Still before opening bell at this point, kind of waiting, break even. All right, finally the MACD is crossed here. And we've got some pretty strong green candles. We're sitting at where I got in here. As you can see, it did drop below the average, or the MACD support level here. And it's holding on the longer term one here. Drop down again, but again, didn't stop me out. So we seem to be kind of holding a new support level down here. Okay, less than 5 minutes to the opening bell here, and it kind of looks like, I mean, there's a big green candle here. I know I've seen it before, but it's looking like, especially with the support holding like it is, very possibly it's going to be going up here soon. All right, so the first movement it made after the opening bell was an upward one, and that's pretty significant, so that's encouraging. All right, I did a reverse at this point because it hit the support, hit the resistance level up here and looked like it was going to drop again. So I went ahead and did the quickest thing I could because at this point it's moving a little bit faster, and I just pushed this reverse button up here, which placed 2 market orders so that I would actually reverse position. So as you can see, it reversed, and I think that first one was maybe a very small loss, but I'm glad that I did it because it did look like it's going to drop a bit more. So now I've got my stop and my limit orders placed almost equal distance from where I got in. So my reward to risk ratio is not that great, but it is in the green here, so that's good. All right, and I got my order filled, and I canceled the other one. So now I'm sitting at $112 profit here in two trades. All right, I went ahead and did another short order, but then I kind of changed my mind and I tried to cancel it, and it took it. So now I'm in a short, and I'm really not sure that that's the right way to be. I think it's a little premature. Okay, and I decided to reverse here at a very small profit. And I'm really thinking at this point, it looks like all the signals are saying it's probably going to go up for a little bit. So I'm hoping to reverse my position and do that. All right, it took one order and then it's taken the other one. So now I've gotten out and now I'm back in a long position. And I've placed my limit and my stop to protect myself. A little bit better risk to reward ratio here. It's like 1 to 3, which is kind of what you want to aim for. Not always possible, but you can see I set my stop order at the low peak or the low trough over here. And the limit order is at a very conservative place at the lowest SMA here. Okay, and I adjusted them a little bit. Looks like I lowered that one a bit maybe and brought that one up. Okay, now it's pretty much flat. It just really doesn't want to go up. But yet this support here, you can see it's just not wanting to go below that either. It's just kind of stuck in this middle part, even though for the most part this morning we've had a drop. So here's a piece of news here, kind of interesting. The only thing on here that's worth reading is that there is a reading on inflation October from the Consumer Price Index, and it's out tomorrow morning before the U.S. stock market opens. So probably 8:30, I'm guessing, is when it usually comes out. So that's probably why it hasn't been moving today, because until that piece of news comes out, everything just kind of like holds its breath and waits. So I went ahead and decided, you know, I just want to get out, and this is a very small profit. I think it's $50. I think that's about all I can ask for today. So it jumped up there and I got out. It actually took a little bit higher than where I had my order. So now I am sitting at a $237 profit in 4 trades. And I think I'm just going to be done because it is 9:49 and it's not really moving very far today. So tomorrow should be a very exciting day though.